Hey, everybody. Let's take a look at this article. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, welcome to, as I'm sure you've heard, the new reality. I'm going to go over this article briefly, and let's talk about something that happened to someone I know. Talk about getting laid off. Hey, surprise! Found a new job. Got hired. It's barely been 30 days and already fired. The new reality. Uncertainty. Here, this article says Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and other tech companies have laid off more than 70,000 employees in the last year. I wonder how many people have severance packages left. And especially for Google and Microsoft, I've heard some nice packages. 70,000 employees. They're saying that the Facebook, I think Meta packages are costing on average $88,000 per person, and that the layoffs have cost the company close or approximately is kind of inching toward $1 billion. Wow. The tech industry has seen a string of layoffs in the face of uncertain economic conditions. Microsoft and Amazon both announced fresh rounds of layoffs on Wednesday. Layoffs come as digital advertisers are cutting back on spending and rising inflation curbs consumer spending, per this article. The job cuts in tech land are piling up as companies that led the 10-year bull market adapt to a new reality. Google announced plans to lay off 12,000 people from its workforce Friday. Now, this is prior because Google, I believe they've already laid those off. This article is from January 20th, 2023. Okay, just so you know. So this has already occurred. So you think about it. This was $70,000 as of 70,000 employees cut from January 20th of this year. There have been major cuts since then. And that's how I want to mention this article. We could be looking at probably close to 100,000. So, January of this year, Google had plans to announce, which they've already done that, lay off 12,000 people from its workforce Friday, my understanding. While Microsoft said Wednesday that it's letting go of 10,000 employees, Amazon also began a fresh round of job cuts that are expected to eliminate more than 18,000 employees and become the largest workforce reduction in the e-retailer's 28-year history. The layoffs come in a period of slowing growth, higher interest rates to battle inflation, and fears of a possible recession next year. Here are some of the major cuts in the tech industry so far. All numbers are approximations based on filings, public statements, and media reports. So here we have Alphabet, 12,000 jobs cut. Wow. Microsoft, 10,000. Amazon, 18,000. Crypto.com, 500 jobs cut. Coinbase, 2,000 job cuts. Salesforce, 7,000 jobs cut. Meta, 11,000 jobs cut. And if you've heard, Meta's planning on possibly laying off thousands more. Hate to tell you, the shareholders been asking for it. Twitter, 3,700. Lyft. How you gonna cut jobs at Lyft? 700 jobs. Wow. Stripe, 1,100 jobs. Shopify, 1,000 jobs. Netflix, 450 jobs cut. Snap, 1,000 jobs cut. Robinhood, 1,100 jobs cut. Tesla, 6,000 jobs cut. Wow. Now, all those job cuts, as I've said before, all these jobs keep cutting these people. There is no replacement job. Again, I did a video where 45% of the people who were let go found new jobs. Hip hip hooray. Congratulations, good for them. 45%. But when you see a lot of companies that are continuing the layoffs, I would expect the number of people to find replacement jobs in their particular fields of prior employment. I would expect to say, sadly, that number's going to get smaller. It's not going to grow when we're at 55, 65 because the cutoffs are across the board. Companies are in survival mode, as should be most people. Again, what's going to happen when the packages dry up? Well, let me tell you a little something that did happen. And it's one of those things you're like, this just can't be life. Yeah, well, this is a new reality. And I thought about it. I am afraid that this is what's going to happen or may happen to a lot of other people. So someone I know, and they went and bought, a lovely, beautiful new home, double the amount what they had prior. Bought a new home. The person was laid off from their six-figure job. Got a real nice severance package. Was living it up for a moment. And lived it up and lived it up. Thinking that, hey, I am educated. I've got my college degree. I'm going to be fine. Yeah. Well, here's what happened. Got laid off from their nice paying job. Received a severance package. Very nice package. Should have been investing in that package, some of it, but oh no. Wants to become the world traveler. Okay. You shouldn't want to invest a little money, maybe try a couple of places. And at this time, this was during the Trump administration. And Wall Street was making it rain every day. I'm not gonna lie. Never made so much. I mean, it's seriously, it was freaking awesome. Okay? So it's like during that time, you could have invested the money. There's no way you could have doubled it. And the people that you know. So relaxing and chilling, again decides to become the world traveler using that package. Didn't think gonna need unemployment. Nah. Could qualify for it? Nah. I got my college degree. That's what I made last time I got this package. That's not gonna happen to me. Well, the package ran out. And then that person was forced to take a job. Meanwhile, was interviewing here, interviewing there. And guess what? Couldn't even land the job that was paying half of what she was making. Wasn't even getting any job offers. Even for jobs that did not even require a college degree. Can't even get off of those jobs. So end up taking a job to like a little temp assignment, hoping that okay, this job may come through. I feel good about it. Of course, they all feel good about the job interview in most cases. The temporary assignment ended. Well, try to get on what do you call the unemployment program. Then before you know it, bada bing, boom, got hired. Woo! Crisis averted. Already laid off, got the package, spent that temporary job, couldn't find a replacement income, temporary job ended. Uh-oh. Unemployment. Okay, got hired. All right. A good paying job, by the way, too. Yeah, this job was paying a nice amount of money. Was very excited. Got fired. Or let go or laid off. Because guess what? Kid you not. The company that just hired her and all those people 30 days later. And it's like you bought all these people. 30 days later, hey guys, um, this division, we're going to shut it down. You can't. Well, yeah, we're going to shut it down from you all. And we're just going to have to go ahead and keep the original number that we had before you all came. So the original workers, they're going to be here. Everybody that's newly hired, bye. Let them go. Fired. Back to square one. And these are young people. Back to square one. Can you imagine the psychological effect? Some people can't handle it. Some are on YouTube saying, like, I don't know what to do. Tech is all they know. You're going to have to get acclimated to a whole new way of living. And that's why, I thought about that with my homeboy before. I was like, when you have these relationships, it's best to try and be on the same page, because when you have relationships, you have a lot of women that are carrying men, and you have some men that are taking care of women. If you're a person that works, and a person that spin, you better have a conversation right now, because guess what? Y'all may not make it. It's easy to say when the money's just coming in, it's coming in, it's coming in. I know other parties not sitting up here just shopping. And no chick coming in thinking it'll be okay. Got a degree. A degree is no guarantee. They've been saying all since last year what's going to happen. White collar workers, management, and then here we are. So think about the dynamics of society right now. A lot of people getting laid off. A lot of them can look to be probably underemployed. For It's not a joke, people. Not a joke. When I saw people that I knew that were rich and they pull their money out of the market, I wish I had done it too, to be honest with you. And then dumped in tens more. I would have more money now. I would have what I call my Trump money times two. You understand? Or I saw some say, hey, you know what? Don't pull. Make sure you got a certain amount of cash, and then just ready. You're younger. You've got time. Gotcha. When I talk about being debt free, I wasn't playing. I don't care if you sitting up saying, well, that's just a little apartment, a little condo, a 1-1. If it's paid for, you might want to keep it. I thought about that man that bought that mobile home when his got divorced and his family left him some land. Well, go build a house. And he put a mobile home on the land, making 88 a year, 80,000 a year, just you and your dog. You put a mobile home out there? And then you pay. Oh, so he bought one of those fixer-upper kind. Now, I don't know about the stability and all that, but hey, I understand they can like time down. I get you. So the land is owned by your family. Let's pay taxes on that. He bought a used pre-owned mobile home, put it out there. You make 88 a year, and you already paid for that mobile home. You fixed it up. So kind of looks like, yeah, I thought about that. Kind of looks like they got probably saving a whole lot of money. And that's been about, let's see if I had to guess, maybe let's say if it was 7 years ago. You can easily save 88 a year. He doesn't have to worry about a mortgage, just insurance and taxes. I don't see why I can't save about 20, 30,000 a year. 20 for darn sure. You don't have a lot of credit card bills. So let's say $20,000 times, let's say 7 years later, at minimum, that's 140. Plus, he may have investments and his retirement. And I know people that will say, I'm not doing that. Oh, no, I'm too good for that. By the way, let's talk about that chick. I've already seen that. Some of those same ones will be worried and looking for a place to go. I thought about that. A person like that, they're going to make it. They're financially sound. It hadn't occurred to me. I mean, you left some land and you did that. Wow, divorced. I think I'd rather take my chances being on that land in that mobile home or manufactured home with over six figures cash than sitting up in some nice bricks wondering, yo, when is this going to be it? AKA a foreclosure. You understand? Can't pay the bank. It's people like that who are financially savvy, that live way beyond their means, they'll be the ones that make it. A lot of people that like to showboat and oh look at me, and they put themselves into, oh no, I have to have this. I have to have a BMW. I have to have a Mercedes Benz. I gotta have Tesla. You're gonna be sitting looking like Kevin Hunter. Because it look like Wendy Williams is not gonna be paying. That's where we are. And the reason I mention that, if you're not in that mindset, you might want to get started today. Habits are hard to break. I look at some people and I don't say anything and I'm like, wow. So that house is 450. You left the house that you had at 289 and all of this you upgraded to 450 and now the job has ended. Yeah, sad. Now the job has ended and the person has no savings. Nobody's gonna be just loaning you $5,000 a month to pay that mortgage, baby, because they already know your circumstance, and they're not gonna get it back. They're just not. You're basically buying time. But yeah, this here was just kind of sad. It's like you gotta be kidding me. This cannot be life. But yeah, get laid off, get hired. 30 days, get fired. The new reality. People don't have stability in their lives. It's going to have, I think, in my mind, a psychological effect. And you have to be strong. My point in mentioning this, some people think, oh, don't worry, it's going to be all right. Something's going to change, something will come through. In the spirit of love, not trying to frighten you, but just to be prepared, because you don't want to be caught off guard. Uh, it might be a good idea to start making plans, have an exit strategy. If you're in a rental, it's expensive. You may want to start trying to consider other options. Everyone likes to have their own place, but I'm telling you, if you have a package and don't make the mistake of just trying to stay in one place. After a while, if you see, okay, X amount of dollars, maybe 3 months or so, nothing is changing. Are you going to continue to stay? If you have an option, or some may not, but are you going to continue to stay in the same place thinking something's going to come through, and then you looking up, well, I paid all my rent and I paid this and that, and now you're down to your last $10. Can't even afford to move? Please, people, don't let that be you. If you can't go home, I'm just telling you, if you have that option, especially for the younger ones, to go home, I would rather have some money in the bank and try to go home, or maybe roommate with someone if you can. Because at this point, we're talking survival. You don't want to be caught without any money, all your money gone, thinking it's going to be all right. At a certain point in time, 2 or 3 months, you haven't found anything, don't wait till the last minute when all the money's gone and start making a move. Because I'm going to tell you, in the spirit of love, it's too late. So a painful reality. Laid off, get hired, new job less than 30 days, already fired. Sad. Anyway, my heart goes out. To people, especially single women, single parents. My heart goes out to you. So let me know what you all think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Simply Said here on YouTube. Love you all, and I'm out.